Hi you guys, I'm doing yet another review today. And this is, I know it's months, maybe 6 months after, is the Bourdin Holiday Blush Palette. And it's, it has Laguna, no, there we go. Laguna, Deep Throat, Goulet, Orgasms Below, Goulet, a limited edition pink, which I don't even know how to pronounce, whatever, and then Devote, which is limited edition, but they also added it into some new recent little narcissist blush palette with three, it had the Laguna and Orgasm with it. Maybe it's not limited edition anymore, whatever. Where to begin with this palette? I bought it because I really wanted to try Laguna, and some of these shades were nice. It looks different. I thought I don't know. I think it's because more or less the Danahari, I think it's pronounced, or whatever the palette was for 2012, was so much better than this. And that palette was sold out, I think, the day it released. Like, you had to pre-order that immediately, and I just did not have the time or the funds last year to do that. I was too busy paying off college. That palette last year had all the Nars classics in it. Every most popular shade. You had Luster, Orgasm, Super Orgasm. It had Casino in it, and Luster. And those are all very popular classic Nars shades in blushes. Way much better value. This palette has 3 limited edition shades that weren't even pre-released with this palette, which was kind of disappointing. But my thought, Laguna is really, I don't know why people like Laguna so much. I think it N00 sometimes. I am so fair and pale. I'm very light skinned with a neutral complexion. And Laguna makes my skin look dirty. It doesn't even look like a great bronzer. I've had Casino in the past, and I prefer Casino over Laguna. Deep Throat was an awesome shade if you have red or warm toned hair. For over a year I was sporting like rose golden hair, like the rose toned golden hair, not per se red, but that goldeny, warmth golden hair, and I had that, and it looks great with Deep Throat. Goulet. Now, one thing I have to say about this palette is I kept, because the shades Deep Throat, Goulet, and Orgasm over here all look alike. I had the hardest time deciphering which shade was which. So I had to, because I own other Nars palettes, had to go and figure out which one again is Deep Throat, which one again is Orgasm, because I honestly couldn't figure it out, and I sadly own like 3 different varieties of Orgasm and Deep Throat because they're always put into the same palette, which I find is ridiculous because, yeah, they're a cult favorite and have a lot of hype, but not everyone likes them, and hypes die out really quickly. Whatever. The pink shade, I don't use that much, believe it or not. I don't use a lot of pinks. I did buy a Final Cut pink blush, New Attitude, which is darker than this, and this is actually lighter than Gaiety, which is pretty light itself. Some people say it's a satin finish. It's pretty much a matte. It's very light. I gotta start using it more often. I just don't. It's not one that I normally go to. I like deeper shades with my skin to kind of do a contrast with the fair paleness of my skin. Devote over here, though, this highlighter, I use all the time. It is awesome. Love it. Goulet, it's pretty much like Orgasm, I'm going to say. It gives a flush look. It's less orange and more red, but shimmery. It's whatever. I'm going to give this palette 3 stars out of 5, which I think is pretty generous. Let me set this down. That's the look. But why 3 stars? Has 3 limited edition shades. Not like you can get them again. It's not like they're sold individually. I think they're very similar. Deep Throat, again, Deep Throat, Orgasm, and Goulet are very similar. I did not like that. It's a so-so palette. Yeah. I really do regret not getting the Danahari palette, and let me tell you, they definitely scored a lot for me because I bought every single blush individual. 30 something, now what is it? $30 now a piece. So, but that's this review. You guys take care. Bye.